Hey folks, Mike McGee here. As you can tell today, we're in the soybeans that we planted amongst the corn. This corn came from Eric Hale, and it's a mixture of white, yellow, and blue. It's called Purple Pride. It looks blue to me, but it's a mixture of those three, all in one cob. I cannot wait to show you what it looks like. But here we've got soybeans. I'm gonna pull one up now to show you how tall they are. They're knee deep. And have they ever shaded out this ground? The weeds are suppressed, to say the least. We planted them thick, like hair on a dog's back, and that's exactly what we got. According to what Farm Fanatic said, these should put roughly 15 pounds of nitrogen in my ground per acre. That is a good thing. They might do better than that since I planted them so thick, because this is not a row crop. This is a broadcast. And obviously there's not going to be much going on inside the corn. I did spread the seed there, but that didn't come up so great. This got culti-packed, that did not. Which, I don't really want a lot of competition in amongst my corn anyway. So, it's a win-win situation. People have been asking me how the crop is doing, so I'm going to show you. I'm going to get some different angles and show you how it's going. It's obviously right up here, knee deep and growing good. And I am very excited about it. No, I'm not going to harvest soybeans. They're probably not even going to make very many beans because I got them in here so thick. The whole purpose was to mulch the ground, suppress the weeds, and give nitrogen. So that's what we're going to do. When this corn goes away, these will be disked under, and I'll put my crimson clover in here because you know me, I'm a clover-aholic, and I will be planting clover in here. And there was a fellow named Travis that he's honed in on my need for clover. And he left a comment. Duran clover will grow in warm weather. So I look it up. How much nitrogen am I going to get out of this if I substitute these next year with that? Needless to say, I'm very impressed. I may just have to get me some Duran clover to put in here or in the other field, whichever one it seems like I need to hone in on for a summertime boost of nitrogen. The beautiful thing about the crimson clover is it grows over winter. You're throwing that nitrogen in the ground when you can't grow corn. That's why I'm able to grow corn in the same field year after year after year. It's unheard of, especially if you're not throwing tons of chemical fertilizer on it. And I'm here to tell you, there hasn't been a drop of chemical fertilizer in the field that I showed you on the last corn video. This corn field had to have fertilizer last year. It was an absolute must. The corn came up looking awful. This year, look, I promise you that fertilizer I put on there last year is not what caused this. Fertilizer don't hold over from year to year like that. This here is done strictly because of the crimson clover. And I'm here to tell you there's some right there, every bit of 14 feet and possibly 15 feet. When it gets fully heightened out, I'm going to bring my ladder in here and measure it like I did last year. Last year I had 15.1 right in that area, and that was with chemical fertilizer. I think I used triple 19. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. So I'm excited to try these different things. Duran clover, soybeans even. Hey, this is actually for a deer hunting spot. Right behind you is a deer blind. The deer have been hammering these soybeans already. Will they hammer Duran clover? I don't know. But all I know is I'm living the life. This is fun to me. I enjoy this. Farm Fanatic has been a pretty good sport about the whole thing, and I think he's going to try crimson clover next year. I'm a little bit concerned about that because I'm putting a lot on the line there, and there's a lot of variables that I don't know about. My soil has been going through this process for a little while. His I don't know about, and there's a lot of microbial things in soil that have to take place before the nutrients that you put in can even be available to the plant. So I don't know if his soil is going to be transformed in 1 year of crimson. And if it's not, is he going to throw in the towel, or is he going to continue pursuing this until it does give him soil that will grow the corn without the fertilizer? I know that is way, way beyond anything he thinks is possible anyway. So I don't know. There's a lot of variables. Just because it works here don't mean it's going to work everywhere. It will work everywhere if you give it time and get that soil built up. But hey, you can't figure it out if you don't do it. This is one of them things you set down on paper, you may not get too far. I love getting in the dirt and just doing it. I'm a doer, not so much of a planner, but I love planning what I'm going to grow next year, and I'm really looking at Durand clover. Pretty strong for a summertime clover. I don't think I'm going to look anywhere else for a winter clover. Crimson clover proved it in my last 3-way clover experiment last year. Crimson clover was hands down. I mean, hands down. So I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.